Hey everyone, and welcome to this brief little video from Appropriated Productions, the apolitically correct, freedom-centric art company. I just got my, my second round of indie comic books. My first was a title called Ava, came out of the UK, and it was pretty pricey. I opened it up, I was pretty excited when I got it, and then I read it, and it was over so quickly, and I thought of the money I spent, and honestly, I liked the title a lot. I gave it a good review, I enjoyed it, but I don't think I can get another one. For $60 and waiting 4 or 5, 6 months for a title that you spent $60 on to get it in the mail, and you read it for like 20 minutes, I don't think I'm gonna get another one. I wouldn't have made a video about this, except I just got, I don't want to piss anybody off, but I just got Ballad of No, there we go, and Pandemic, which I'll be reviewing later on. Spoiler alert, I kind of enjoyed Pandemic, but I loved the Ballad of No. I fucking loved this story. This is one of the most unique original characters I've come across in 30 years of reading comic books, or even just watching movies. This was, for my taste, the Ballad of No was a fucking grand slam. Congratulations everybody who worked on it. That being said, holy shit, was the 30 minutes that I took to me to read the book, was that ever fucking expensive? It took months to get here, and there were all kinds of problems because I live in Canada. So the exchange rate was painful, and then the shipping cost goes up quite a bit. And then it takes, I think it took 12 or 13 weeks for it to go from having been shipped to reach my apartment. In so long as it took so long that I actually thought it wasn't getting here. I got in touch with your boy Zach, who makes them, and ended up canceling them and got them on his Christmas bundle. Only the comic books I'd ordered from the first round showed up 5 days after I bought the Christmas bundle. So now I've got 2 copies coming to me of each of them. I think I just ripped off Zach. I got to work that out with him. I don't think he cares too much, but I'm going to figure it out anyway. Anyway, I don't ramble too much. That's kind of my thing. The point I want to get at is that the cost-benefit analysis. Look, when I buy a comic book from Marvel in today's age for $5, I lose not only the money and the time I spent reading it, but the love for the industry that I've been working on, and that the industry itself has been putting into me, investing in me, I suppose, as a customer. Putting into me sounds really bad. Let me rephrase that. For 30 years I've been reading comic books, and when I read one Marvel comic book, I feel like my spouse is cheating on me with like a stupid loser, like that guy, that kind of thing. I just feel betrayed reading a Marvel comic book, or DC, frankly. They're horrible. They're destroying the characters I love, that I grew up on, and it does bother me quite a bit. And I love to see that Comicsgate is, it's a worthy solution. It's a worthy alternative. The storytelling is pretty impressive so far from what I've seen. I've got 3 more books coming. I don't think they're all of them consider themselves Comicsgate, but the point is I love the indie scene, and I'm a huge fan of what Comicsgate's accomplishing here. But, this is the but. I hate to do this. This cost me, let's see, I think about $60. Maybe 70 with tax and shipping. It might have been, $70. $70. And I waited for 3 months to get them or so, and it took me about an hour to read both. I really enjoyed them. The Pandemic was fun. I enjoyed it. I think I have to see the second issue to know if I like the first one, if that makes any sense. I'm still sort of, but the first one, again, this guy, love the Ballad of No. That being said, I probably should have done this, but on the day that I received the Ballad of No and Pandemic in the mail, I went for a stroll and it had been chapters, and I had to pick up Murder Falcon, which I loved also. This is a great story. But I spent $20 on Murder Falcon. It's this thick. I spent, and I got to take it home as soon as I touched it. That is kind of a thing. It's kind of a strike against Indiegogo. It's almost not, because it's exciting. It's like a Christmas gift in the mail. You're like, I got it. It's cool. But getting to walk home with a thing might be a little bit cooler. That's not a huge problem. I don't give a shit about that. The issue is 60 20. It's the supply chain. That's my only concern. That's what this entire video is about. I've heard it brought up all the time. I don't mean to give anybody shit. I've heard everybody in Comicsgate and every independent person outside of Comicsgate pretty much echo the same concern. Something needs to be worked out with the supply chain. That the fact that I'm spending as much on shipping to get this damn thing as I am on the comic book itself is kind of painful. And there's got to be a better solution. So hence the reason for this video. This isn't actually for my channel. The point of this video is for everybody who's wildly more successful than me right now. For now. I tried starting up a t-shirt company, and I relied completely on dropshipping. Now, I don't know if anybody knows what dropshipping is, but just in case for those who don't, dropshipping is a way to run a business wherein I'm paying another company somewhere else in the world to make my shirts and to send them to my customers per order. So if one person orders one my first distributor was in Germany, and somehow this company could make t-shirts and send them to the States for less money than the distributors in the States. That blew my mind. That blew my mind. How did they figure that? I mean, Germany, of course, right? But how did they figure that out? And it occurred to me that once my business gets going, it would be frustrating to try to supply, say hypothetically, someone in France wants to buy a t-shirt. Do I have somebody in Germany make that t-shirt? What if I have a distributor also in France, and then one in Canada, and one in the UK, and one in the States, maybe 2 or 3 in the States? I think you get the idea, though. Instead of having one fulfillment center for your comic book line, like I would have, instead of having one fulfillment center for your comic book line, what if you gave one over to Australia, and that center fulfilled your Australian customers? That way, the Australian customers who buy, say, Cyberfrog would only have to wait, I don't know, 2 weeks after they buy it, after it's shipped. 2 weeks top, it might even be a week. And it would half the costs of shipping, at least half the cost. This is, in my experience so far, limited experience, this has been the 2 biggest strikes against what I really, really love the idea of, which is the independent comic book scene. Is the shipping cost and time to receive it is painful. I don't mind paying a giant premium to the creator, but God, do I ever feel taken when I'm just giving as much as I've given to the creator for the content that I wanted to buy in the first place. I'm just giving over to the post office. So the point is, look into that maybe. Drop shipping. Let's keep this industry more than just treading water. You can kick the shit out of Marvel and DC if you can keep up anywhere close to their distribution model. If you can cut down the cost of shipping, I swear to God, I'm sure you guys don't need me to say this, but there are so many ways to make this work, and I want to help you make it work. I just can't do it like this, you know? Anyway, I hope some of this was helpful. Sorry for rambling on for so long. Thanks for watching, and stay politically correct, my friends. Have a good day.